here from Emerald Minecart. Welcome back to another review, and today I'm reviewing Kamen Rider Gavv Episode 6. In this episode, we are introduced to our secondary Kamen Rider. Now, this guy has been in the series since the beginning. In Episode 1, he was, like, looking around for some monster, and he works with this other guy at this agency place. And in the previous episode, we saw the guy he works with, which is supposed to be like his mentor slash father figure, get captured. It's like, oh, he's going to rescue him in the next episode. Well, sadly no, because after our second Kamen Rider goes looking for his mentor figure, he finds his bag and camera on the ground, and then proceeds to look to his right where he sees that, yeah, he's dead actually, because something that was explained in the episode before this is whenever, like, a person is captured and they're, like, imprisoned in, like, this acrylic standee form, if they're snapped in half, that means they're dead, and his mentor was, in fact, snapped in half. So, yeah. Especially since a little later on, we discovered that, like, after he lost his mom to the villain faction of this series, his grandma died after, which is it's just really sad. Like, imagine losing losing a loved one to some sort of monster, and then, like, a little later, you lose another loved one to death. It's just, I don't know, it's just sad, but, yeah, for this second Kamen Rider, his morpher is a gun. And I really like it when the morphers are weapons, especially guns, because I don't know, it's just so cool. I like it so much. And yeah, obviously, like I mentioned, he's chocolate themed. And I actually want to talk about his henshin. Okay, so basically, like, what happens is, like, this melted chocolate surrounds him, then he appears in his Kamen Rider form. But he technically doesn't appear in the default form immediately. He appears in, like, this form that's, like, covered in some tinfoil that's supposed to represent the wrapping of a chocolate, and then he just, like, rips the wrapping off to reveal his Kamen Rider form. It's just really cool. And his finisher, he basically launches, like, this gigantic bowl of chocolate out of his gun, and it destroys the enemy, which the enemy of this episode is actually the monster that is behind the death of our secondary rider's mentor. So, yeah. And also, another thing to mention is that our second Kamen Rider, his first appearance, he's actually quite weak because he actually had to get surgery to have some sort of thing put inside him so he could even use his morpher, which, you know, bit odd, but, you know, it was cool for it to show that, hey, he may be in a weak state, but he ain't giving up. That's one of the things that I like about the series. When, like, they show that, oh, someone, like, in battle, it's like they're struggling, it seems they might give up or something, but they're like, no, I'm going to keep on fighting. And I just really like that, honestly. But, yeah. For the teaser for next episode, we get a tease of a new form for secondary Kamen Rider. So, yeah. Pretty cool. I give this episode 6 out of 7 stars. So, anyways, that was it for this video. Make sure you all subscribe and like for more, and I'll see you all later. Peace out, home guards, and goodbye!